Welcome back to Boar's Physical Media. I'm Vanessa and he's Charles.
Welcome. This is their year-end awards
Yes.
for 2024. This is our picks of the best movie of the year, best transfer of the year, worst transfer of the year, best still book of the year,
Worst still book of the year, etc. So we're actually going to end up doing this as a two-part selection because there is so much to talk about. So today we're going to do part one, and tomorrow you will see part two.
And in this video we will be announcing the winner.
Yes.
So stay tuned to the very end. Before we get started, like, comment, subscribe. Let's go ahead and get rolling.
Okay. So our first one we are going to talk about is the surprise title of the year.
This actually was a surprise title for me.
For both of us.
Yeah.
This was a never before seen it. We heard it was really good.
Yeah.
And then we bought it and checked it out.
Starring Sydney Sweeney.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great actress. I had no clue who she even was until I seen this movie, and she did a hell of a job.
Yep.
So
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more of her work.
And we recently got a 4K upgrade of this.
Yes.
So, in the movie that we are talking about as the Immaculate. Great movie, not a movie to sleep on. It will keep your attention from beginning to end.
Yes, it does.
So, highly recommended.
Now, our second one we're going to be talking about is the best animation of 2024.
And there wasn't actually too much animation out this year.
No, which I was actually shocked.
But it is not The Wild Robot, just to let you know. We actually haven't had a chance to watch that yet, so we couldn't really base an honest opinion on it.
Yes.
So we picked the next to the best in our mind. This is a good family movie to sit down and watch. I really enjoyed this. Coming from Illumination, no, it's not the Minions.
No.
But there is a Minion movie in this, a little mini movie, whatever. But we chose, as the best animation 4K release of the year, we chose Migration.
Yes.
Such a great movie. Highly recommend it if
If you haven't seen it, you definitely need to see it. Next, we have the best drama of the year.
Now, this title came out in November, and this was actually pretty easy for me to pick out. It comes from Universal, and it hit right around Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And this is a good movie to watch every Thanksgiving because you know what's on Thanksgiving Day. We have football.
Yes, and
And,
most people watch football on Thanksgiving.
And this is a football movie. I would say one of the greatest football movies ever made, starring Billy Bob Thornton, who also plays Bad Santa, which is another movie I highly recommend. But this is Texas football, where it is religious when it comes to high school football in Texas.
Yes.
This is the standard of any football movie that was ever made, at least in our mind.
Yes.
But Friday Night Lights, best transfer, especially for a football movie that I've seen in a while.
Yes.
So Universal did a hell of a job on this. That is why that is the drama of the year, and the transfer was great also.
Okay, next we got the best action film.
Action. Let's see. This one's coming from Vinegar Syndrome. Yes, this was actually a title that dropped at a very opportune time for me. I got a kick out of it. I'm like, I just got to order this. I pre-ordered it. Never seen it. But I am a Chuck Norris fan. I did like Walker, Texas Ranger.
Yes.
I don't know if you ever watched it, but
I did.
A lot of people watch that show.
This
It's
actually hit before the big one came out from the theaters.
Yes. Very happy. Once again, Vinegar Syndrome knocked it out of the park with their presentation on anything that they put out.
Yes.
Regardless of whether you like the movie or not. This was actually a really good movie. Seeing Chuck Norris kicking the hell out of the illegals.
Yes.
That's what it's basically about, the illegals coming into our country. And it's called Invasion USA.
Ooh.
So, yeah. So Vinegar Syndrome definitely knocked it out of the park. It's the best action movie of the year for us.
Yes, they did.
And the 4K transfer on it was very nice.
Yes. Perfect.
Yep.
Okay, our next is the best horror of the year.
There was a lot of horror movies that came out this year. newer ones, not so much. Long Legs would fall in the category of probably the best new horror movie of the year.
Right.
Once again, it stars.
The Cage.
You gotta have Nicolas Cage in a horror movie.
Yes.
Movie nowadays to make it good.
Yeah, but this is actually not Long Legs.
No, this is not Long Leg. This is a title that we have been waiting for and waiting for. And Second Sight put this out. We got a U.S. release, but if you want the definitive edition, you had to get the Second Sight edition.
Yes.
Starring Rutger Hauer, and the transfer on this was immaculate. I loved it. It looked stunning. It dropped my jaw to the floor at how good
Yes,
it looked.
it looked like a brand new movie
yes, it did.
that
I didn't
came
think
out.
it was going to look as good as what it did. And with that being said, we chose The Hitcher.
Yes.
Coming from Second Sight, yes, this would have a cheaper way of getting it in the U.S. So this was a little bit expensive, but I would say well worth it. As you can see, it comes stacked. So you might complain about the price, but
everything that
you get a lot of everything in there. To me, it's well worth it. So The Hitcher deserves the horror film of the year.
Yes. Now we have the worst transfer of the year.
Now this one's coming from Disney. What a surprise! And it's coming from James Cameron.
Yep.
What a surprise!
Yes.
It has AI, a lot of it,
Like almost the whole movie.
and you can see stuntmen, which is sad to see because
Yeah.
you figure this actor would do his own stunts.
Yeah. Well, I was actually super excited for this film to be coming out in 4K, and we got it, and I was like,
Yeah, I was.
Wow.
It was horrible. I had a feeling it was going to look like crap. And this definitely deserves the worst transfer of the year, along with his other movies that he's released this year.
yeah, but out of all the ones that he's
This was the
released,
worst
this
one.
was the worst one.
And we are talking about True Lies. This movie's horrible. I cannot recommend this. The transfer was just complete trash. If you can overlook that, then by all means, but the transfer it is not worth your time or your money.
Right. Next is the worst purchase of the year, actually.
The worst purchase of the year. Well, that can go from anything. But
We had to do.
we come full circle, and once
Yep.
again, it's coming from James Cameron and Disney, and it's True Lies. Spent $30 on this. Was it worth $30? No, it was not. So I cannot recommend that movie whatsoever. So
Yeah.
it gets worst transfer of the year, and
worst purchase of the year.
Yeah.
Like, we love physical media, so I can't just take this and say, okay. But
Yeah.
I was not very happy.
Yeah.
Okay, now we have the most anticipated of the year.
Alrighty. The most anticipated. Hell, you could have said that was The Hitcher. Because that
Yeah.
was anticipated. There's
was.
multiple movies that were anticipated, but this could have been
Yeah.
as a horror film also.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But Hitcher deserved to be the horror film of the year just from the presentation,
Everything.
everything that was involved. The Second Sight did absolutely beautiful. But we were waiting for this.
Everybody was waiting for this. This has been the most anticipated movie coming every year, and it never came till now.
And it finally came. It was celebrating its 40th anniversary, starring Robert Englund. No other actor can play this character.
No,
And what I'm talking about is that the transfer was not bad at all either.
no, it wasn't.
I am talking about Nightmare on Elm Street. Such a great movie. Highly recommend this. Yes, they are getting a 4K collection this year,
Which is coming in
which this will
September.
most likely be in it. But if you want the cool one, this is the one to get. This is UK exclusive, obviously.
Yes.
But you can get this on Orbit right now if you're interested. It's well worth it.
Next is the most overlooked movie of the year.
I have talked about this company multiple times on this channel. I put this company label, boutique, whatever you want to call it, not necessarily a boutique, but it has its awesome streaming service.
Yes, it does.
I put them over continuously because they just keep putting out bangers, regardless of whether you like them or not. They're original. They're not Hollywood typical bullshit.
No.
You're getting something new, and it's always something good.
And with this company, not only do they have their own streaming service, but the fact that they also put that on their streaming service, and they also put out the physical media of it, which is awesome.
This is one streaming service I highly recommend to actually subscribe, and the only one I will actually recommend to subscribe, it is Shudder. They are the king. We had Late Night with the Devil, which was a freaking great movie. This is another one. This one beat out Late Night with the Devil, and that's saying a lot.
Yes.
This movie surprised me on how good it was. I mean, this movie, it's disturbing, it's scary, and it's, I don't know how else to describe it.
Yeah.
But you need to sit down and watch this. This is deserves the reward When Evil Lurks. It is subtitled. Do not let that deter you from watching this. It is a great movie coming from Shudder. Highly recommend When Evil Lurks. Check it out.
Yes. Now, the best second sight.
This was a hard decision. It came down. They've released a lot of bangers this year.
They have.
And I actually have one back there that we have not watched yet. That was a sought after title also. The Hitcher, I did not pick. Do Not Get Mad. That is the horror film of the year. It is a great set. Do not shame that movie at all. Rutger Hauer put a hell of a performance. Great title. But this one, I watched this movie when I was younger and I loved it.
Yes.
And I still do to this day. And this is the way the director intended it to be seen. And the box set alone would make me choose this movie.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The way it looks.
But I watched this movie back in the 90s. I enjoyed it. And fast forward to today, I still enjoy it.
Yep.
And we chose the Blair Witch Project, which just recently came out last month.
Yes.
You need to pick this up. Yes, it is pricey. You do get a lot in there, and if you know anything about Second Sight, they do a hell of a job. Yes, there is a disc replacement on this. That is what it is. You just get it. You'll be getting it in January. It does not bother me. No. It's just on the original theatrical, so it doesn't really phase us too much because we got 3 copies of it. So,
yes.
But highly recommend. Second Sight knocked it out of the park.
They really did. Next, we've got the best Arrow title of the year.
No, this is not Trick or Treat.
No.
To me, that would be the most letdown of the year. That could have had so much more, and it didn't.
Right.
Arrow was not that strong this year with the movies that they released. Here and there, they had it. There was some titles I could have chose from, but this one enticed me more than any of them. This one was about cannibalism.
Yes.
Has Pollyanna McIntosh as a cannibal.
Yes, and it's actually a 2-film collection.
Yeah, so you get 2 movies for the price of 1. We picked The Woman is the best Arrow title of the year.
Yes, which also comes with The Offspring, which is actually the first of the trilogy.
Yeah.
Next, Vinegar Syndrome title of the year.
Now this one might aggravate a little bit of people, but once again, this is our decision.
Yes.
I love this movie when I was younger. I loved Charlie Sheen. I know how a lot of people feel about him, but does not bother me. That makes me love the person even more.
Yes.
So falls in the line with Sylvester Stallone, Mel Gibson, Clint Eastwood, all of them.
Yep.
Charlie Sheen is such a great actor, no matter how you feel about him. I look at his acting, I don't look at what he does.
Right.
But you can judge however you want it. It's just going to go one ear and out the other. We picked this not only because it's Vinegar Syndrome. They always knock it out of the park. The way they get their presentation is what entices you to get it. Whether this is the best movie or not, that can be up for debate. But we chose this from Vinegar, and it's from the BS Ultra line.
Yes.
It is Navy SEALs.
And the Ultra line, they are actually the magnetic case ones. These ones are a little more expensive than the normal ones, but it's definitely worth your money.
Yes, it is.
Next, the best Scream Factory title of the year.
And Scream Factory knocked it out of the park this year. They really did.
Yes, they
did.
did.
They month after month after month, and they're starting out strong this year also.
They are.
Regardless of how you guys feel about how we talk about Scream Factory, you cannot deny that they have brought out some bangers this year.
Yeah.
They really have.
Lots of bangers this year.
And this might not be in the banger what you think it would be. This is not going to be the title you probably think I'm going to choose. Because yes, we do get pretty much everything that Scream comes out with. We get sent review copies and
we
everything.
purchase.
And we purchased also. But this was sent over as a review. No, actually, I purchased this one. Because this one, as soon as I got the call and the word about it, I pre-ordered it immediately.
Yep.
Even though it was going to be sent, I didn't care. I wanted to purchase this. This is how much I love this movie. We watch this movie 2 to 3 times a year.
Normally.
Highly recommended. No, it is not a 4K. This is actually a Blu-ray, but it is a collector's edition. And if you have not seen this, this is a very underrated movie also.
Yes.
The best title from Scream Factory for the year of 2024 is As Above, So Below. Great movie. You need to check this out. This is not one to sleep on. Highly recommend. Scream Factory knocked it out of the park again.
Yes. Okay, next is the best Universal title of the year.
Now this falls back to the best drama of the year.
Yes, it does.
So, just reiterate, the best Universal release this year in our mind is Friday Night Lights. I had to pick it. It's just. I hold this movie dear to heart. This is such a great movie because I played high school football from elementary the whole way up through my high school, and we actually won the championship the year I graduated.
Which is
so
awesome.
This is awesome to see a movie like this. So brings back memories when you actually played high school football. So great movie to watch, especially when it's Texas football. You know how people in Texas love football.
We have 2 more for this video. The next one is the best Warner Brothers title of the year.
Oh, this was a pretty easy decision. Everybody wanted it. Everybody anticipated it. Once it got announced, everybody went nuts for it. Especially Robert Englund fans, and Nightmare on Elm Street deserves it from Warner Brothers. This is just the normal steelbook, not the collector's set that we showed you. Yes, we did get both, but such a great movie. Warner Brothers, you did a hell of a job on it.
Yes. And the last one we'll be talking about on this video is the best Paramount title of the year.
Now this one was a surprise.
Yes, it was.
I didn't really want to see this movie. I had no desire to see it. And then we ended up getting it.
Yes.
And was I excited about it when we got it? No, I wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
But we actually sat down, watched it,
and
I enjoyed it.
It completely changed our thoughts on it. We really actually enjoyed this movie.
So Paramount did really good on this one.
Yes.
This is our Paramount 4K of the year, and it's A Quiet Place Day One. Such a great movie. It really was. I was more worried about the cat than anything, but it was such an underrated movie. It was really good.
It was really, really
I
good.
guess I'm just so used to Emily Blunt and her husband, and they weren't in it.
Yes.
So.
And I think that's what was really deterring us from wanting to watch it.
Yeah.
But then when Paramount actually sent that over, I was like, well, we should, obviously we're going to watch it to do the review on it. And we put it in, and I mean, of course it looked phenomenal because it's a brand new movie, but it definitely blew us out of the water on watching it because it was definitely something we didn't expect to be as good as it was.
Yes. That is part 1.
Yes.
Now, before we sign off, we're going to announce the winner
for our raffle.
And we're going to be sending you 2 movies.
Yes.
But one's a review copy and one is a brand new movie. So, should we say what movies they are, or just let it be a surprise when he gets it?
I don't know. It's really up to you.
Actually, we're going to let it be a surprise.
Yes.
There are 2 very good titles, and one that we just discussed the other day.
Yes.
between me and a fellow subscriber. But the winner of the raffle is Grinning in the Dark. So congratulations.
Yes.
You will be getting 2 movies sent over.
The only reason why we didn't actually put it in a little thing and do the live video is because he was the only one who actually sent us an email.
He is the winner regardless.
Yes.
So congratulations.
Thank you for subscribing with us and,
Yes, and
talking with us, and it's just been such a great
Yeah.
time.
Our fellow subscribers that we have now, please engage. I don't care what it's about, if it's a movie that we have not seen or a movie that you would recommend for us to go out and purchase because you want to hear a review about it.
Yep.
Let us know in the comments. That's the only reason we'll know. We don't get every single movie in from every single company, so
No.
we can only do so much and only afford to buy so much.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
But congratulations, Grinning in the Dark. That is it for part 1. Thank you for subscribing, being with us this entire year of 2024.
Yep.
Hopefully 2025 is going to be a lot better. Like, comment, subscribe. We will see you tomorrow on part 2.
Yes.